And welcome everyone to a Scouts of Entertainment Reforged replay. Today's a nice 5v3 on a relatively new map to me called Forlond. That's F-O-R-L-O-N-D, I believe. And it was sent to me by Tommy Wiseau, who's commanding the realm of Lindon today. And so we'll start with his army, of course. Before we begin, if you'd like to support my work, there's a PayPal option, subscribe star, Patreon, and stream as a donation link in the description below, along with various methods you can use to send me through other Total War replays, such as Reforged, War at Rome 2, Warhammer 2, etc. But if that's not an option for you, then please remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, tick that bell for notifications, and leave your own thoughts about the battle in the comment section below. And with that, let's get in with the replay. So, as I said, Tommy is commanding the realm of Lindon, and he's got some Hunted infantry out front. Moving along the ranks, we have about 2 more units here of Hunted infantry, and 2 units of Northern Guard. We have some Forlond archers here, a couple of units, and 2 units of Hunted Guard. And he has 2 units here of Forlond Marines, 2 units of Mython Marines, make that 3 actually. And we have some Mython Pikemen here, 3 units of Pikemen. We have 2 units of Wardens of Elasterion. That can do a lot of damage if used properly. We have some Northern Blade Masters and some Horse Lords of Ulmo. Again, heavy cavalry is okay to bring in a siege. I got a siege coming out soon that will show you the effectiveness of using cavalry against somebody who decides to attack you during a grace period, but ends up paying the price. You'll see that shortly. But moving on to Tommy's ally, we have Mirkwood, commanded by Son of the Dunedain. We have some Ents here, some High Earth Sword and Shields, 3 units here. We have 2 units of High Ping Archers, not armoured up. It doesn't seem like Son of Dunedain opted for any of the armour upgrades, otherwise they look like the elves from the Hobbit trilogy, as I always say. Next we have some Bows of Emendua. Obviously Son wanted some speed with his archers this time around, instead of putting them on the walls. Next we have some Spears of Emendua, my bad. And the rest of his army is inside the city. We have High Ek Spearmen, Elder Council, more Ek, and more Council. And some Elven King's Palace Guards, so a good formation there. Could do a lot of damage. We'll see how they go. I don't see any other units up here that belong to him. Next we have the Final Defender, MSQ2. We have some Wardens of the North, generals in that unit. We have some Arthedain Marksmen. We've got to be careful here, armoured up. Looks like we have another unit of Marksmen. We'll check them out. Yeah, they're armoured up as well. The rest of his army, we have some numerous Gate Guards, some Arthedain Pikemen, about 3 units I think, some Dunedain Peacekeepers, a Trebuchet, more Peacekeepers, some Forest Aaron Defenders, again more Peacekeepers. We could have some Dismounted Knights of Numinas and some Dismounted Forest Aaron Knights again. Looks like he's got a couple of units of them. And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some Rangers as well. So we'll keep an eye out for them. But for now, let's move on to the first of 5 attacking armies. The first of which is Rudar, coming by Trainer, who I've played with a couple of times now. He's got some Rudar Marksmen, some Rudar Clansmen, more Spearmen. We've got some Rudar Swordsmen here, a couple of units, make that 4 units total. We have some Dunman Spearmen as well, looks to be maybe 3 units. Yeah, maybe 3 units. And we have some Harridan Pikemen out front, along with some Dunman Pikemen. And we have some rich realm enslavers and of some Edmund's Troll Hunters. Now I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some Trollshore Axe Throwers and Forlond Javelins. They are a must-have staple on any Rudar army. Big heavy hitters. Rudar has a lot of missile units, and if used properly can mow down any opponent. So never underestimate Rudar. It'll be a downfall for sure. Next we have Umbar, commanded by my dude, who is actually new to me, so if you're new, my dude, welcome. I know, that's going to be weird to say the entire battle. And here comes my dude! I don't know. Okay, I'll try and see how it goes. We have 2 units here of Belagar Archers. We have some Belagar Axe Guard here. Some Belagar Footmen, Belagar Pikemen, 2 units. Some Adunium Shield Guard. Some Akorandas Legion. Looks to be 4 units here. Some Corsair Blackguards. Now remember guys, the trick to using the Corsair Blackguards, as well as a couple of other units, which I can't really remember right now, but once they fire once, you gotta disengage, re-engage to fire again until they run out of ammunition. Otherwise, they'll just throw the javelins once, and go straight into the fight, and you lose all that ammunition. So remember that. Don't ever send them into battle to fire and then leave them. you'll lose them for sure. And we have some Belagoth marksmen. We also have some narrow sentinels, some harbingers of Casimir, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some Casimir's rangers and Corsair crossbows, but maybe even some Corsair fencers. But I can't see them at the moment. We'll come back to them later. Moving on to the third attacker, we have Clem, who I have seen before. He's Command Dorwinian. He has some Evelyn marksmen here, a couple units I think. We have some Quindi bows, Quindi glade masters, some Quindi pikes, protecting the bridge for some reason. We have some Evelyn infantry, looks to be possibly 4 units there. Some Evelyn hammer guard. Again, don't see them brought a lot these days. Apparently they're getting a model upgrade in the hotfix, so we'll keep an eye out for that change in armor. Generals in this unit. Never really seen them do that well. I know a bit hard on them, but whenever I've used them, maybe I just suck at using them, they've always done pretty bad. We have some Quindi pikes here as well, and I think that's about it. We'll look out for hidden units because I think there is some. We could see some River Patrol later as well. And we have the next attacker, Numenor, coming by Joran, who I actually did play with recently as well. We have some Belagoth footmen here, a couple of units. Some Romana Caterabim, that's a spear, my bad. That's the, I suppose, it's heavy cavalry, heavy lancers. We'll see how they go. We have some Romana Nodokadar, a couple of units there. Some Royal Legion of Armenelos, Narrow Sentinels, and Pharazim Swordmasters. Next we have some Seafarers and Indamos, a couple of units here. Some Romana Abarim, 1, 2, 3, 4 units here. More Seafarers and Indamos, and if there are any other units, they're hidden right now. Now I have noticed a lot these days that both defenders and attackers are bringing cavalry to sieges. And I've seen mixed results, to be honest, so the jury's still out on that for me. Next we have the final attacker, Khan, commanded by Tundrous Fox, a well-known veteran of Reforged who needs no introduction. He's got some nomadic raiders, some Variag bowmen, 2 units, and some nomadic raiders. We have some black powder Huacha, or just a Huacha in .97. Some Nurad footmen, looks to be 1, 2, 3, 4 units there. We have some nomadic riders, a good javelin unit to bring. Always bring these guys, they won't let you down for sure. He's got 2 units of them. We have some nomadic light infantry, possibly 3 or 4 units of them. And we have some Brotherhood of the Spear, Brotherhood of the Axe, and Nurad Storm Guard. So big heavy hitters here. Surprised he didn't bring any Brotherhood of the Sword. Brotherhood of the Sword is pretty good in battle once they get going. But he brought Brotherhood of the Axe, which is definitely a really good unit to bring to any siege battle. They'll cut through the enemy very quickly. Just make sure there's no javelins or missile units firing on them. They don't have to last long under that kind of pressure. And finally we have some nomadic scouts, a couple of units here. Again, cavalry. In any case, we'll see how all this goes. Enjoy. Now, obviously we got Tommy moving into the city, and I think there's going to be some grace period declared. A grace period declared, guys, is just when attackers and defenders agree to leave each other alone for a period of time until the defenders are set up and ready to fight. Because whenever someone fires a shot intentionally, the grace period automatically is over and it's game on. But we'll do a little cut here and come back soon. Alright guys, we're back because it looks like grace period is over. We had Son of the Dunedain firing at Clem before, as Clem tried to set up on the bank here. And Tom is actually not heading inside the city, he is heading towards defending the bridge. And we have MSQ2 sallying out of the city itself as well. So we've got an aggressive defense on our hands here, guys. All 3 defenders there are moving towards guarding each of the 3 bridges leading into Forlond. So this is going to work out a couple of ways here. And we have some Royal Court of House Amleth. Bloody hell, the cavalry. This is only going to be effective if cavalry gets across this bridge. And I don't see that happening unless one side withdraws. Okay, we've got Tundrous Fox gearing up to rush across the bridge. We have some Forest and defenders moving up to try and halt any advance, it would seem. We have some Dunedain peacekeepers moving up, more peacekeepers. We have no archers here. We've got a trebuchet being set up on the walls here. MSQ2's got to be careful with that, he could lose it to a glitch where it falls off the wall there and lands somewhere in the side or at the bottom, which would not be very good for the defenders. But I gotta say, out of all the attackers crossing the bridges or about to cross the bridges, Tundra's Fox presents the most inviting target, because that's a lot of troops grouped up together here. Trebuchet is reforming but not firing. Just double check, make sure. Yeah, not firing. Looking at Tommy's target, he's facing off against Trainer. And my dude. And Tom's got a pretty good defense here set up. Looks like he can easily hold the bridge for some time. The Wardens of Osterion are no joke. Trainer's got to have to really play his cards well here to get across. And my dudes, they got to time sending troops across the bridge, because Tommy's got a lot of missile units here, javelins and arrows. Not to mention 2 units of Wardens of Osterion. It's a lot of firepower. What have we got over here? Okay, Joran's coming across. And I gotta say, out of all the defenders, I think Son of Dundon presents the most vulnerable target to the attackers, because he doesn't have that many missile units compared to the other two. And what's also interesting is he's not sending up any units to hold the bridge. Okay, we've got Spitzer and Endure moving up now. If you have a look here, I think the high-paying archers, yeah, okay, someone doing a making a mistake here. He's trying to annihilate this unit completely. He shouldn't do that. This unit's already heavily damaged, and they hardly have any units left. He's wasting ammunition. He should switch targets now to this unit, Bellic Footman, weaken them a little bit, stop firing, wait for the next wave. It's all about conserving ammunition and trying to get the most kills out of your archer units, or javelin units, or even axe throwing units. You got to conserve your ammunition. Pick your targets well. Don't try to wipe out an enemy till there's no troops left. You're going to waste a ton of ammunition, and it will really bite you in the arse later on when you need that ammunition. So we've got artillery marksman here, and we've got Tundra's Fox making his way across. Now what do we have here? Okay, Tundra's Fox is not firing at all yet. Okay, so Tundra sent across some Bellic Footmen there. That definitely makes them a more inviting target. Wow, the Forlond and defenders look very dusty. But they look ready for a fight. And the Carnage armor, they look all neat, clean and tidy. I wonder what happened. But I'm not judging this battle based on its cleanliness. What am I talking about here? Alright. Looks like Joran is just... Alright, so Joran's just trying to bait Sun here. And Sun, being a veteran of Reforged, is not taking the bait. Although, as I say that, I think maybe he is taking the bait. Oh, I look silly now. Okay, so we have some Belliger archers here. So it wasn't Belliger Footmen before, it was Belliger archers. That's why he was probably firing before. Again, I think he should have still stopped firing when I said so. But you know, Belliger archers only 22. Doesn't deal that too much damage. Doesn't deal too much damage at all. He's conserving his bows and endure, which is very smart. And he stopped firing his high-paying archers. Alright. So, I think Trainer and we have my dude here. It looks like they were firing. It looks like we had a little bit of a skirmish here before. It looks like we had a serious skirmish here before. And I think it came from these guys, Rudar Marksman. And that scared Tommy off. Now, Tommy's withdrawal could spell disaster here for the outer defense, because now the attackers can cross that bridge with impunity, without fear of attack, without fear of severe casualties. Is the right words I was looking for. They got to pull back now that Tommy's withdrawn. Now, I really don't know why Train and my dude aren't pressing their advantage here. They've got a real shot here of catching Son of Doom on MSQ2 outside the city walls. Hopefully Tommy communicated his withdrawal to his allies, because they're going to be caught out here if they're not careful. Okay, it looks like the Son of the Dunedin is scrambling to get back inside the city walls. And it looks like we have MSQ2 starting to send units back inside the city himself. Forest and defenders still fighting away. Hey, check it out. Their armor's clean again. How'd that happen? Anyway, the Manic Raider's down to 58, sorry. Artillery marksman here, down to 100. Okay, here we go. What have we got here? Who are they trying to target? They're trying to target the pneumatic light infantry. These guys really aren't worth killing. They are light tier infantry designed to really soak up enemy arrow fire, which is what they're doing. So a nice baiting there from Thunderous Fox. I think Tommy left his Horse Lords of Ulma unit there out there outside the city walls. And we've also got the Royal Court here from MSQ2 outside. Still, the Radar Marksman isn't that good. I mean, yeah, they can get some kills, but I guess the high ground just gave him that advantage. Made it hard for Tommy to fire back at him, so he just withdrew, bugged out. Well, to be fair, it looked like he was losing a lot of casualties. So it looks like he was taking casualties quickly. Now, this is smart, but I think Tommy might have missed his opportunity. Because the forces are getting across the bridge here, and I think maybe he could go after this unit here, Belaga Footman, mixed in with the Clansman. The Horse Lords should charge in. The Dumb and Spearmen aren't that good. They will go down quickly under a good cavalry charge. Come on, Tom. They're not that good. They will go down. Anyway, the Warrensville Tyrion are here, but they're not firing in. They're missing the opportunity. Not to mention now they're being shot at. Belaga Footman here. Oh, big mistake here. Okay, we've got Bozo and Endure. Targeting the Dumb and Spearmen. Probably should go after the Belaga Footmen personally. They're a better unit to shoot at. Big missed opportunity there from Tommy. MSQT sending over some troops. Was that a good hit? Took out a couple. What we got going on? Okay, the Royal Court's going in. Oh, no more posturing. Get in there and charge. MSQ2 Tommy making big mistakes here. They could easily take on these troops. They are light tier infantry. I've charged into Dumb and Spearman myself and I've taken out half the unit. They're not that good at repelling heavy lances. They're just not. But I can't make them attack, so We'll just continue looking at the battle. Okay, Spearsmen do it down to 47, but they held the line. And Tundra's Fox is still trying to cross the bridge. We've got other marksmen here that ran out of ammunition and been sent into the fight. Forest and defenders down to 11, they're almost gone. And the marksman with the armor upgrades should last a while. The Black Powder Watcher crew are not holding the infantry, sorry, not holding the artillery anymore. But I'm not seeing any casualties either, so it's possible Tundra's just told his crew to abandon the Watcher for now and pick it up later, maybe. We'll see. Okay, Sun of the Jedi moving up again. Okay, firing into the footmen. Oh no, they're firing into the marksman. So, yeah, Sun could have fired in just now. This is also a good idea to fire in. Whenever they're reforming like this, they tend to bunch up, making it easy to kill a lot of them all at once. Yeah, so Miranda Cav Rim now, over here, to challenge the defender's Cav. I think MSQ2 and Tone could have got a lot of kills here before. But, well, we have some Greenwood Rangers here that are firing for some reason. This is really dumb. Sorry, Sun, but it is pretty dumb to fire in Rangers when your enemy's so spread out like that. It renders the body piercing advantage you have almost useless. And look, he caught on very quick. Maybe they were just set on auto fire and he realised that and stopped them straight away. So, you know, if that's true, take back everything I said. Although he's firing in now. Where the hell's he going? Not a good idea at all. Not a good idea. These troops are spread out. And they're light tier. This is a happy accident, I think. This is not intentional. Trainer is actually running his swordsman through the ranks of a unit that's already been targeted. And Sun here is just getting secondary hits on them, so very lucky for Sun. Again, there's a couple of units here I think here are swordsman. Makes an inviting target for sure, I get it. Now, where are they firing at? Ah, they're targeting Trainer's Rangers. Trainer making the first of his own mistakes there. Sending up his Rangers too early into the fight. We're just over a quarter of the way through this. And Trainer's now pulling back. But he's lost almost 30 Rangers here. That's a mistake that Tommy made him pay dearly for. Ah, Sun, where are you firing at now? I don't know. You got to be careful. They are pretty far away. Ten kills per volley. Okay, trainer caught on quick. He's spreading out his troops. And Sun has stopped his fire, so Sun knows what he's doing. I don't mean to be too hard on him. But it looks like we've got some skirmishers fire there. I think Tundras now is moving across with his whole army. I think he's bringing across the Huacha. Take a quick look. It's hard to know if he used it or not. I didn't see it being used before. I didn't hear anything. We got some Grey Company here, but they're under fire from Tundras' archers. Hopefully MSQ2 pulls them back quickly, because they're not firing. The only reason I don't think MSQ2 was hit by the Huacha is I'm not seeing too many troops dead here. This is mainly the result of the Royal Court. What's he trying to hit? Oh, nice hit! Took out a clump of the Romano Nodokudar. Duran setting up his army in stages to try to avoid too many casualties to that trebuchet. But I think we will do a small cut here, guys, and come back once the combat starts intensifying again. Alright guys, we are back, and we have the Royal Court charging into the Brotherhood of the Spear. I think their target was the Nomadic Raiders, but that wasn't a good idea at all. And there's some Carabrim here. Looks like they're trying to head them off. Grey Company down to 14, so there's with some more casualties. And Tundras is moving out to support his ally quickly. Royal Court down to 21. Carabrim down to 33. Now potentially this is where the Grey Company gets some fire, but they've run off. What's going on here? We've got Horses of Ulmo coming in. Not the best charge from them. But definitely a good target. Horses of Ulmo bloodied up from arrow fire. That's why they look pretty damaged. Okay, heading back over. We got 14, as I said, Grey Company, Royal Court down to 20. They bugged out. Nomadic Scouts could be an issue here for the Royal Court. And Joran's moving up, looking to get a charge here on the Royal Court. MSQ2 is choosing to pull back rather than fight. It's hard to know where is Tundras Fox going. Just wondering what his target is. This looks to be a Javelin skirmisher unit. It looks like they're trying to head over to the Royal Court. But the Royal Court's having none of it. He could turn around and potentially charge into Tundras Fox, but he's not going to do that. I'm not seeing too many missile units here. And MSQ2 also has some Knights of Illuminas here. Now, unlike most sieges, unlike most keeps, most towns, there's a lot of room here for cav to maneuver. So, potentially that's why they brought a lot of cav. And this is not a bad place to make a last stand, I gotta say. Good elevation, great for javelins, great for archers, good for rangers. coming up this hill here. Very easy to defend. Still, there's a lot of hope there the defenders are putting on their cav, because that would have cost MSQ2 a pretty penny to bring instead of other units you could have brought to fight, like pikemen or more archers, for instance. Okay, and we've got Tundras here just hanging outside the walls. I don't know what their plan is, but nothing's happening just yet. But doing a small cut, come back soon. Okay, we got the pneumatic scouts moving in. Maybe they don't throw javelins. Maybe I was wrong. But I thought they marksmen here, they still have their bows out, so they shouldn't have been sent up to fight. I don't know why they were. Not a bad charge there from the scouts. But that cost Tundras a bit of cav. Oh, that's annoying. Sun should really bring up that unit of bows to fire on that unit. I think you get some better hits on them. And I was afraid of this. MSQ2 has lost a trebuchet. And what's even weirder is I can't find it at all anymore. I saw it fall off the cliff before. There it is. Yeah, it's definitely there. That could definitely make things difficult. And it won't be a part of the last stand if you can't get it out of there. All sorts of Ulma going in. Solid charge there. But now they've got to get into the Belagar archers of Madud. They've got to be quick about it. Madud's forces are very exposed here. Tommy could easily take them out. But he's retreating. Why is he retreating? And we're back. Time to just send up some what's left of the Mac Raider unit just to fire in through the gap here. Try to damage to the front line defense, which is actually just some afternoon marksmen. They've lost about 30 men. What's even more interesting is they're not in loose formation. My dude's not advancing, neither is Trainer. Okay, Sun's firing on Tundras' army as he moves in. Just peppering the light infantry. Trying to damage it, I guess. Tundras certainly has a lot of it. Okay, now the target, the Rayag Bowman. Definitely a better target to go after if you got to shoot at something. We got more varag bowmen being sent up. Okay, looks like my dude sent up some archers, and Horse of Ulmo was going in, and only my dude was sending up some Belegar footmen. Horse swords can easily take these guys. They did before. The Aegean Shield Guard, less so. That's a target I wouldn't advise you charge into, of course. But the other one, absolutely 100%, no hesitation. And we've got Tommy's forces here being peppered with no resistance. Firing back at him. Just sort of put them under a bit of pressure, force them back. Like a couple of volleys. Well, Tommy's got plenty of archers on the walls here set up for when the attackers finally do move in, which hopefully will happen soon, because right now it's a lot of posturing going on. Okay, Royal Court charging in. Brotherhood of the Spear is back. Tell you what, where's Wardens in the north when you need them to fire in? Yep, they're targeting the back marauders. Good target. Varag bowmen here, firing into the marksman. The marksman not returning fire. Again, strange moves here from both sides. Looks like Tommy sent up some hard-on infantry. Okay, hard-on infantry making short work here of the Dumbest Spearmen, and they broke them. Hopefully Tommy chooses to charge forth here. That was already broken, but fighting to the death. I suppose that's better than nothing. Okay, Tundras is just playing mind games here with MSQ2. He's charging his Varag bowmen, shooting at the Royal Court as they run away, and then when they come back, he runs them away, sends out the Brotherhood of the Spear from around the corner. Now what MSQ2 should do right now is fire straight into the Varag bowmen, that way he gets some secondary hits here on the Brotherhood of the Spear, and takes out a lot of the bowmen. But for some reason he's not firing in, taking advantage of that. And MSQ2 should not leave his Royal Court here. Tundras Fox keeps targeting it every time with the Varag bowmen. But it looks like he sent up his Royal Court and caught Tundras unawares. Not a bad charge. They're coming back for more. Finally. Brotherhood of the Spear moving up. Oh, nice javelin fire there. Now this is when they should fire in. You've got a massive clump of enemy troops here. These are mid to elite tier troops. Definitely a target worth firing at, but the Arthurday marksmen are not firing in. No one is firing in. I don't get that at all. And Joran still has not moved up. Right now it's 13 to 17. So hardly anyone's actually been killed, and we're 28,000 frames in right now. Ah, but it looks like the fight's finally picked up over here. So thank you very much, Trainer and Clem. And my dude. Now, Tommy should definitely get these guys out of there because, as you can see, Clem's having a field day over here. Again, a lot of decent hits on the front line. But Tommy's got his Warden's Velasterion firing into the big blob. It's a very thin line of defense. Here they come. Tommy's going to be careful here. Where's the cavalry as well? The cavalry could charge in and get some kills here when they break through. There's the Horse Lords of Ulmo, but they're not being sent up. And the clan is really rolling the dice here a lot. The Warden's Velasterion are probably racking up the kills here right now. Horse Lords of Ulmo coming in. Well, that was disappointing. They're pretty good on the charge, the Horse Lords. Hopefully they can get a charge in there. They come back around. Here we go. Better, better. As you can see, Attacker's lost a few men in there, mainly due to the Warden's Velasterion. And that was a trebuchet there. So it looks like MSQ2 got it working again. Somehow. We got a Rudon Marksman here. Tell you what, the cavalry for the defenders really needs to go to work here. They could take out all these attackers here right now. That charge was mediocre. It was okay. We've seen them do much better. Okay, all the troops here are broken. We've got a Doomed Shadow Guard and Ruda Swordsman coming in. So, Umba and Ruda are going straight in here. No movement there from Joran. Oh wait, hang on. Joran's moved up. And they're targeting the Remena Abarim. Very risky strategy. I get that he's outflanking the troops here, but he's totally exposed to the Yellow Council. And as you can see, that is not worth it. He should have charged the Abarim into the Yellow Council. So, a good, decent defense here, outside of the walls, I might add. Seafarers and Inamos. We're throwing the javelins in. We have Greenwood Rangers firing in. We've got High-Ping Archers firing on them too. Not worth it. Not worth a Greenwood Ranger fire for sure. Alright. So it is 20 to 32 here. Artane and Marksman down to 49. Okay, so it looks like Tundras is just skirmishing away here. But he's only skirmishing with one unit. MSQ2 has many at his disposal. Eventually, Tundras has got to go in. But this is the side. This is the side where the attackers are focusing most on. I expected it much better from that.
We're under attack.
Okay, it looks like this wave's a bit more denser than the last one. But you've got Greenwood Rangers here, firing in, Grey Company as well. Oh, Herodane Pikemen. Here comes the Royal Court. Knights of Nurmas also being brought into the fight. They're charging down Dumb and Spearman. They broke him. And Tommy's sending in his Blade Masters already. Blade Masters is the best Lindon has to offer. Very aggressive strategy there. Well, we got Mythal Marines ready to fire in, and my dude's strategy, while it's working right now, is about to open up his right flank to these Marines, and when that happens, he's in for a world of hurt from these guys. But it looks like Clem sees the danger and he's trying to help him out. I don't think Tommy sees it. He's not reacting to it. And then all Glade Guard coming in. But it looks like MSQ2 sees it though, and is coming to his rescue. Alright, so we've got Forlond Marines firing in. They're in a pretty good location. Troops are going down. And the Marines are now firing in, Mythal Marines. Comes under heavy fire here. Knights of Numinas protecting Tommy's flanks. MSQ2 being a real teammate here. But now he can't do anything about the pikemen. That's a job for the javelins. And here they come. Unfortunately, the Royal Court's caught in the crosshairs. And only a few made it out. These Morpindi pikes are getting decimated.
Pray something changes in the course of battle. The defeat seems almost certain.
Alright, we're seeing some intense action here. Belega Pikemen moving in. The ones with us Tyrion reloading. Where are they firing at? Here comes the fire. Oh yeah, here it comes. They're targeting the Belega Pikemen. They're shaking, they're scrambling to get into the fight. Alright, looking at our battles, what we got going on? Joran just stationing his troops here, not going in just yet. Tundris is busy skirmishing away. He's still skirmishing. The MSQ2 is really wasting a lot of Tundris' ammunition. Trainer, my dude, and Clem running out of men. I don't know how long they can keep this attack up. They are forcing the defenders to use up a lot of their ammunition. That is one of the advantages of this assault. It could work in the attacker's favour. Right now, though, it's 30 to 54, heavily in favour of the defenders. So we've got 3 out of 5 players being very aggressive, 2 others being a bit too passive. I suppose is my criticism. Grey Company down to 9. Okay, so we are, as I said, almost 3/4 of the way through, and the attackers appear to be running out of gas. It's still slightly in their favour, which is amazing. What have we got here? We've got Ever Marksman down to 56 being brought up. We've got Mython Marines. This unit still has ammunition. Okay, they're under fire. We've got McQuinney Glade Masters, and they're under fire from the javelins. They're pretty bladed up from the first volley. And they're being hit from the other side now as well. The ones who are steering are not firing. Clem's just too exposed. Trying to setting up some Rudar clansmen, but Son of Dunban's sending up reinforcements to help out. See, that's the disadvantage of being so passive, guys. Joran wasn't being too aggressive, and because he wasn't being too aggressive, Son reallocated resources to help out his allies defeat Clem and Trainer and my dude. And I say defeat because just look at the casualties here. I'm thinking the defenders are winning this fight. That's my opinion so far. This is the first time watching this replay, guys, so don't assume I know the ending, because I don't. We've got Greenwood Rangers being moved around for somewhere. Okay, so Son of Duna had 2 units of Greenwood Rangers, so I thought they had 1 before. Okay, Seafarers and Nemos under fire from the Elders of the Elven King. Who don't mess around. Oh, it looks like, is that 3 units of Greenwood Rangers? That's 3 units of Rangers. No wonder he was firing with 1 before. He had plenty to spare. That would have set Son of Duna back a lot. This could be why I'm not seeing a big army from him. To bring 3 units of Greenwood Rangers would have cost a fortune. Okay, Joran's setting up his best. We've got the Royal Legion of Omenelos here. What we got going on? Duran sent up some sentinels. They're down to 46. His troops are needed over here. He needs reinforcements here. The Elders of the Elven King lobbing their shots up, but the elves tend to hit almost every time.
They have lost half their men.
Okay, so what have we got going on here? We've got dismounted. We've got Dundine Troll Slayers with their axes out. That means they've already thrown their javelins in. Which makes sense why I'm not firing, because this is a good target for them to shoot at. But I don't know why they're not moving in to shut down these footmen. MSQ2 holding back. Don't know what his plan is. What have we got going on here? We've got nomadic scouts here. Yeah, they do fire javelins, but they weren't firing before at all. We got Elder Council ready to fire. Wandswell's Tyrion out of ammunition. We got Rudar Axeman being sent up. Wandswell's Tyrion up here on the ledge. And Hamlin Guard not firing. Okay, where are they going? Okay, they're firing at these guys here, the Rudar Axeman. They broke him. We've got Evelyn Hammerguard here, that could be the next target for the Wardens of Esturion. We've got some good airfire coming there from the attackers. firing. I don't know where they're firing at though. Oh, here they are. They're firing at the Belaga Pikeman, Current Legion, and Dunman Pikeman. And Ritter Axe. Okay, 49 to 74, heavily in favour of the defenders. Okay, Warden's hiding, but obviously not firing anymore. But what have we got going on here? We've got Greenwood Rangers picking up the slack. The son of the Dunedain. And Clan's forces are being torn to shreds here. There's not much he can do about it either. The only thing he can do is send the Hammer Guard to the centre if he wants to save that unit. Etrimos Front is down to 54, trying to take out the Mython Marines. We have just about 7,000 frames to go. We got my dude Spellkin Axe Guard here broken. That's why they're not moving. Okay, there goes Joran's General. Greenwood Rangers out of ammunition. Joran's army looks like it was easily dealt with. And it's not a poor reflection of Joran, I think it was just outmatched. He needed some assistance and he went in alone. I think my dude should have joined Joran to help him out. The 3-player and on one choke point and one player on the other choke points doesn't seem to have helped them too much. And MSQ2 seems content to keep Tundras waiting while his allies deal with the main attack across the valley. Or across the city. Okay, Brotherhood of the Axe is in the thick of the action. Just watch them briefly, see how things go. They appear to be doing what they do best, they're cutting their way through. What's going on here? High-paying archers coming in. Greenwood Rangers out of ammunition. See, now that Sun has already dealt with Joran, he's sending over his entire army to help out MSQ2. So now it's 2-on-1 here. We've got the Manic Marauders here firing in. I don't think Tundras has anything left in the tank. This is all he's got. 59 to 81. Alright. Tommy's general was just killed. Wardens vs. Tyrion out of ammunition, being sent into the fight. We got Mythal Marines, what are they firing at? 64 to 84. Okay, we've got 2 units of Black Bolts here.
From such tidings does victory emerge.
We got Narrow Sentinels, we've got Casimir's Rangers with ammunition. 65 to 85 here. Looks like Tommy's running out of men himself. He's struggling a bit here.
Very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
We've got Forlond archers out of ammunition. And with some current solution here, MSQ2's Knights of Numenor should be taking these guys out. We could easily do that. We've got Elven King Palskar moving in to try and deal with them.
We've captured the enemy's general. That'll teach the cowardly dog to turn tail and run.
Okay, Palskar will deal with those guys for sure. And Tundra's Fox just lost his general here. Okay, looks like Tundra's tried to come around the city. That's where the rest of his army ended up. I think Joran from Numenor admitted defeat earlier. And the last of Tundra's units are being mopped up. So right now it's 69 to 90. And the final battle's being fought over here. Elders of the Elven King taking on the Nora Sentinels. Doing their ranges from MSQ2 down to 32, so they're under heavy fire. They're struggling to get some little good hits, and the Quindy Bows has them pinned down. $42,000 frames in, and it is 71 to 91. Not the best charge at all there. Here comes the Ents. King's Palskar down to 33. Where are the Ents going? Here comes the remaining defenders. Where are the Blackwolds going? Oh, I thought this was their target. They're looking to charge in though, but there's bad timing. Quindy Bows looks like they're getting a lot of good hits there, so good on Clem. 73 to 91. You got Seldon River Patrol here too. Couple of units.
Our army's running from the field. Rally our men before all is lost.
Doing their ranges, I don't know what they're firing at, but they better fire at something good. We got here, what do we got? Wardens of the North should be firing in, but are not. Okay, Elven forces under fire from the Seldon River Patrol. Numenor Skate Guards from MSQ2 moving up. Yeah, so Clem, my dude, and Trainer rallying here, trying to get back into this battle. We've got troops all over the place. Wardens on the north looking for a better vantage point, it would seem. What is the Dungan Troll Slayers doing up here? They don't have any ammunition. They should be in the fight already, fighting away. Just about Knights of Numinous. He does have them. Didn't see them before. This is the first time I've seen them, I think. It's 81 to 94.
Our men have fought long and are becoming tired.
Ian's trying to take out this other river troll. Okay, there goes my dude's general. 82 to 95. Okay, that's fires there. It's got to be from the ones to the north. Yeah, unfortunately it's half of them that fire on them. Their own troops are in the way. Doing up Peacekeepers broke. Okay, River Troll broke. 82 to 98. Just over 1,000 frames to go. I think we're times 2 speed here. There goes Clem's general. I think that's all the attacking generals here. And I think Son of the Dundan general was in the thick of the action just now. He was pretty bloodied up. Because someone's lucky enough for losing. Time 60 now.
This is a clear victory.
Okay, congratulations to the defenders on their victory. Tommy Wiseau got 2,605 kills, MSQ2 2,258. Son of the Dundan got the most on 2,756. Trainer got 644. My dude 812. Clem 603. Joran 547. And Tundrous Fox on 775. So congratulations to the attackers. Now, my biggest criticism of the attack there was 3 players focused all their energy on one choke point, leaving the other 2 players remaining to focus on 2 choke points by themselves, and that really did not work out well. Those 2 players really were worn down and defeated pretty quickly. I think once Joran's attack went the way of the dodo, Tundrous Fox tried to go in, but he was pretty much defeated as soon as he tried it. So maybe that's why he was trying to hesitate. He was trying to hope that his allies could break through and therefore draw away some of that defense so he could go in. But the defenders held their ground and wore down Trainer, My Dude and Clem. So I think maybe either My Dude or Clem or even Trainer sent their armies to try and help out Joran and Tundrous Fox to spread out the attack a bit more, because it really helped the defenders focus them down. That being said, full credit to the defenders. They held that battle really well, and they beat back this wave after wave after wave of attackers just coming through the choke point there. But they had the firepower to deal with it. So congratulations to them. Thank you to Tommy for sending in the replay. But before we go, we will check out the kill count. I almost forgot. Eldrin Guard got 126, Wardens vs Tyrion 421 and 318. So they performed excellent. Mython Marines ranged from 43 to 129. Hand on Guard 126 and 161. Horsels at Ulmo got 209. I think they could have got a lot more there. Forlond Archers got 181 and 211. And that appears to be it. So, thank you to Tommy for sending in the replay. This is Scouts for Entertainment signing off. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye.